Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV, and I'm here with Monte Pittman. How you doing today?
Hey, good man. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So you want to give us a little history about yourself for anyone that doesn't know?
I play guitar. I've got 6 albums out. 4 of them are on Metal Blade Records. I do heavy music. I do acoustic music. Got a little bit of something for everybody. We're live on tour right now with opening for Sebastian Bach. I just released 2 new albums. One's called Between the Space. It's heavy. And I got one that's called Better or Worse. It's acoustic.
Cool, cool. Now, how did you get into guitar?
I've always wanted to play ever since I was a little kid. I was one of those kids that was 3 years old standing on their bed pretending they were Ace Frehley.
Awesome.
That was me. And I got my first guitar when I was 13, and I started my first band when I was 14. I started teaching guitar lessons when I was 15, and I'm still trying to figure it all out now.
Now, you've done guitar for a bunch of different bands, right?
Yes.
What are some of those bands?
I played guitar for Madonna for the last 18 years. Played with Prong from around 2000 to 2008. Played with this pop group called Carmen.
Wow.
Used to have a band, and then I played with Adam Lambert before he was in Queen. And who else? There's been other. I talked about Prong.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got my own band.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been, I do that. That's my main thing when I'm not on tour with Madonna.
So you currently still do guitar with Madonna, but then you're doing your solo
Yes.
project too.
Yeah, she's working on a new album, so whenever she finishes that, then that will start up again.
Huh. Now, how did your solo project come to be? Doing guitar with her and stuff, just branching off?
Well, there are 2 different things. How I started working with her is I started when I grew up in a small town in East Texas, and I wound up moving to Los Angeles, and I worked at a music store, and people used to always come in looking for guitar teachers, and so I quit the store and I started teaching guitar lessons, and soon after, long story short, I started teaching her, and then she asked me to play guitar for her, and so she keeps calling me back.
Wow.
But the reason I moved out to LA was just to work as a musician, and eventually I started playing on my own, doing acoustic shows, because that way I could always do a show. Because sometimes you'll get a show booked, but your drummer won't be available or your bass player won't be available. So I just started doing acoustic shows because I didn't want that to stop me from playing, and it just kept growing. My first album that I did was just acoustic guitar and vocals, so I could recreate that. The second album developed into kind of a rock hybrid album where there's drums and bass, but there's guitar solos. And then for my third album, I made a heavy album with Fleming Rasmussen. That's the guy who did the old Metallica albums, one of my favorite producers. And I played that for Brian Slagle, and then he signed me to Metal Blade from there.
That's cool.
So now just keep putting out music.
Huh. Awesome. Now, you got 2 different styles, a softer, heavier style. So I was wondering, what's next? Like, what were you thinking, leaning towards?
The way it just naturally progresses is the next thing kind of sums up everything before, and it just keeps turning into its own animal. Like how this works with Sebastian Bach is, for Sebastian, he's got heavy music and he does acoustic music. He's got Slave to the Grind, but he's also got I Remember You. So this works really well as an opening act for him, because we have heavy songs, and then I'll do an acoustic song, and that kind of brings the dynamic down. Even though the acoustic song the people were saying that the new acoustic album feels like a heavy album, and then that brings the dynamic down, and then we come back in, and then it kind of hits harder because you're not expecting that.
Right. Now, about this tour, you want to tell us a little about the tour? Like how long? And
yeah, we started at the end of September, and we're going until the beginning of November. I've got John Deddy on the drums, and I've got Eli Santana on bass. He's somewhere around here. He's out there swimming. He's getting a swim. And Eli plays guitar for Holy Grail and for Huntress, and he's played bass for me before for something that I did, and so I asked him if he wanted to do this, and we were saying it'd be fun to go out on the road together. So I got Eli and I got John. So I've got an amazing band, very happy, very fortunate to have them out with me.
Cool, cool. Now, how long have you been doing drumming for?
The 80s, early 80s.
Oh, Wow.
Didn't start. I started playing drums when I was 14 years old, so that's 1984. So I've been doing it professionally, off and on, since 1994. So yeah, it's been a good ride.
Yeah, I think it's something we've always wanted to do our whole lives, even if we didn't have the instruments when we were kids.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that's all I've ever wanted to do is play guitar.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So now, what do you have planned in the future coming up?
I don't know. I mean, the plan is to get another tour, and that's really the main plan. Eventually there'll be Madonna stuff happening again, but just to keep playing in front of people. Which this is my first tour as a solo artist, so a lot of these people, I'll just say all of these people are hearing me for the first time, and it's kind of cool because normally you're a new band and you go out and you have one album and everybody's hearing that. But in this case, there's 6 albums and everybody likes something different. People will either buy all 6 albums, or someone will come up and say, hey, what's that acoustic song you did? I want to get that CD. Or what's this third heavy song you did? I like the heavy album. So everybody likes something different, which is why that's kind of been like the secret to success for me, is being versatile.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have that, I don't know if I would still be able to
So many artists
still be
sound
doing
the same.
this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Madonna. There's every kind of music. There's always something acoustic. There's something kind of in the rock world. We have the distortion on your amp. There's the classic pop stuff. There's something kind of atmospheric where you're just making sounds. And so by being able to do all these different things has helped me keep doing this.
Have you ever considered opening up your solo project when Madonna plays? Have you thought about that?
I would. Of course I would, but she usually has DJs. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to do that.
Just to spread the word, That's cool. So now if people want to look you up online, find your music, how do they do that?
MontePittman.com is, number one, you can find everything there. At Monte Pittman for anything on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube. If you just type in Monte Pittman, you'll find me.
Cool. Now what are some of your singles for people to look up?
The ones that have been going over really well, there's there's 3 from the new album we've been doing live. The first track that came out is called Evidence, and the next one's Changing of the Guard. Changing of the Guard is a song that people will come up in the shows and say, hey, that song Changing of the Guard, I want to get that out. And then Jose Mangan from Sirius Liquid Metal has been playing those 2 tracks also, so people have been recognizing. Well, I guess my most, if you were to find like a most popular song would be, it's called Morning Sun. It's on the Power 3 album. And if you look on Spotify, the song Arisen in Broad Daylight, that's the most popular. So.
Cool. Well, it's good talking to you.
Start there, yeah.
Look them up.
That's right. Check it out. We got something for you.